Good day, everyone. I am Guanicol M. De Baguio from the Bachelor of Science in Marine Biology 1C. So, today I am going to tackle about the nomenclature in Chapter 5. So, this is an organic chemistry. But before anything else, I would like to present my PowerPoint. So, this is my PowerPoint. So let's start discussing this nomenclature in organic chemistry. Chapter 3, nomenclature. Actually, chapter 5 yun na siya. Tapos, pero chapter 3 lang bubatang para chapter 1, 2, and 3 kasi yan. Chapter 2, nomenclature. So, what is nomenclature? Nomenclature is a system for giving names to things within a particular profession or field. For instance, you may have heard of binomial nomenclature in biology class. It applies to the way of referring to living things by two names, like calling humans Homo sapiens. In addition, nomenclature is a set of rules for naming chemical compounds. The most common system is the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, or the IUPAC nomenclature. So, the purpose of this is to give chemical compounds systematic names. Let's move on to the next one. But first, actually there are types of nomenclature. This is the first one, the functional group. Functional group is this is the group after which the compound is named. A functional group is a specific groups of atoms within molecules so that these molecules have similar chemical properties regardless of the other atoms' presence in the molecules. Examples of functional groups include OH group of alcohols, NH2 group of amines, COOH group of carboxylic acids, CO group of aldehydes and ketones, and oxygen group of ethers. So, these are the examples of functional group and also naka-indicate ang names and IUPAC ending. The next type is unsaturation. Unsaturation defines if there are any double or triple bonds. Ang meaning ang purpose of unsaturation is tanaw siya kung nabay double bonds or triple bonds nga nahitabo. Identify rather. And this is the example of unsaturation. Many compounds have double or triple bonds and are said to be unsaturated because a compound with a double or triple bond has fewer hydrogen atoms than it would have without the double triple bond or triple bond. These double and triple bonds are very easy to see in board line drawings or mga examples niya. Also, the presence of double or triple bond in the indicated one drawing, dali lang siya ma-identify kung na ba siya double bond or triple bond na compound. Notice that en or an is used to indicate the absence of a double bond or triple bond, such as in pentane above. If there are two double bonds in a compound, then the unsaturation is 10. Three double bonds is in 10. Similarly, two triple bond is 10, and three triple bond is 10. For multiple double or triple bonds, we use the following terms: di, tri, tetra, penta, and hexa. I'll give some additional learnings about unsaturation in chemistry. So unsaturation can refer to a chemical solution or an organic compound. The unsaturated solutions are less concentrated than a saturated solution, so it can dissolve more solute. The amount of dissolved solute is less than the saturation point of the solvent. The unsaturated organic compounds contain double or triple carbon bonds. So, according sa akong naingon while ago, akong na-discuss about So, it also contains pi bonds. The causes of unsaturation, the electrons that are not strongly fixed in covalent bonds between atoms, and these electrons occupy larger regions of space called molecular orbitals. Also, the pink color of potassium permanganate disappears when added to an unsaturated hydrocarbon. The bromine test. The brown color of bromine solution disappears when added to an unsaturated hydrocarbon. The degree of unsaturation, a calculation that determines the total number of rings and pi bonds in an organic molecule. So, the last one is a molecule only containing single bonds with no rings is considered saturated. Okay. So, the next type is naming the parent chain. So makita ninyo na nga mo ni siyang example sa pag-name of parent chain. Na siya ethyl, propyl, na. Also, naming the parent chain refers to identifying the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms within a molecule, which serves as the base for naming the entire compound according to a IUPAC nomenclature. Essentially, it's the primary carbon chain that all other substituents are attached to, and its name forms the root of molecule's name. It is the longest chain. The parent chain is always the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms in the molecule regardless of how it's oriented. When it comes to numbering, once identified, the parent chain is numbered to indicate the position of any attached substituents. And in naming convention, the name of the parent chain is based on the number of carbon atoms it contains using prefixes like meth, eth, prop, and other examples. So I just want to say ang mga examples niya mo ni. Consider a molecule with a chain of 5 carbons and a single methyl group attached to the second carbon. So the next example is the parent chain is the 5 carbon chain, which would be the name pentane. The last example is the final name would be 2-methylpentane, indicating the methyl group is attached to the second carbon of the pentane chain. As you can see, this indicates the parent name or the last name of the alkane. So, money siya ang good examples now. You can read this if you want to. So, the other part or the next one is naming substituents. Substituents are groups connected to the main chain. You can add prefixes to the name of the longest chain to indicate the positions and names of substituents. Substituents are branches or functional group that replace hydrogen atoms on a chain. The position of a substituent or branch is identified by the number of the carbon atom it is bonded to in the chain. So as you can see, basically this is the example of naming substituents. The names are methyl, ethyl, propyl, isopropyl, buty, cyclohexyl, penyl. That's all. So I think this is the end of the part 1. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope nakagain mo knowledge about my assigned topic. That's all. Thank you. Let's move on to the part 2.